Hello guys. Just a quick video before I leave London today. Um, as I'm not going to be uploading anything tomorrow. I probably will not be now uploading until um I get back on at least the earliest would be Saturday. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a quick chat about Tottenham and we'll take it from there. So, like it says in the title, Tottenham are an absolute mess. Um, so, where do we go from here? With Shakhtar Donetsk at home this weekend um, is um, one thing, but then we have Barcelona. I'm not sure if that's home or away. Um, Next weekend before the start of the season. Um, Blimey. I'm not quite sure how to actually take this. Still got no defenders. Still haven't got the Harry Kane solution um, sorted out. So I don't know literally where we go with this. Um, yeah, this is a bit of a weird one for a build up to the new season. Because again, they're talking about a 30 million replacement for Harry Kane. Um, yeah, I don't really feel comfortable with that in any way, shape, or form. Um, you know, I'll leave the the information, the link, if I can remember how to do this, because I haven't done this for a while. Um, for anyone that wants to come on. Oh yeah, guests. Uh, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this in the comments. So if anybody wants to come on, in the chat, feel free to have your say. But yeah, Tottenham have just got no centre backs in. There's no coordination in terms of the defence. The Harry Kane saga's gone a bit tits up. I just I don't see where this how we can start a season like this, and it's not like it's a one-off. It's every single season. Like, come on, Levy, we need to do something about this. This is becoming seriously more of a joke than anything else. So personally, I don't know. It's one of those difficult ones where I would like to say that we're going to get a few defenders in, but it's a bit late now in the day to start trying to bring in new defenders just to try and fit in the system, because how they won't have the time to get used to Angie's system. So where do we go with this, guys? Like, really, where do we go with this? Because it's not good. It's not big. It's not clever. The way that we're going around this at the moment, and it's it's weird because we need to seriously have sorted out this defence at the moment. We should have sorted this defence out at the beginning of the window. So there would have been enough time. So there would have been enough time for everybody to start getting used to Ange Postecoglou's system. But we haven't got that. And again, it's the same problems year in, year out. We cannot sit here and keep allowing this to happen. It's all well saying, oh, we're going to have a protest about the ticket prices. That's another thing that I will come on to after. But how can you turn around to me and say that, well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen? But then at the beginning of the window, we had been linked with Mickey van der Beek and Taps over. But now we've got none of those two in. We haven't got Taps over in. We haven't got Mickey in. Like, where does it go at this point? It's worse than diabolical now. Where do we go with this? Are we trying to get managers to sack here nowadays? Because if we're trying to get the manager to sack, then we're going the right way around it. But because of the defence, it's going to let us down again this season. And I can't even see us finishing any higher than 8 if we continue with this backline. I genuinely can't. And it's diabolical. It's a sinking ship, and it's going down quick now because we seem to just go and have the same old things season in, season out. And I was having a laugh and a joke with somebody yesterday, right? Where I've actually even started making a meme out of Tottenham. Even though it's sad to say, but that's where it looks like it's what I've started doing now. Like, okay, people say that my communication skills aren't good. Well, and then I turned around and said, like, well, yeah, a bit like Tottenham's defence then. Like, really? It's got to that point where I've got to start literally making a laugh and a joke about our defence because it's that shambolic. Like, how does it work? Now, we have to have a shambolic defence just to get to where we need to get to. These all should have been gone by now. Sanchez should have been gone. Dyer, I don't even know what Dyer's still doing in here, to be honest. Personally, Dyer's just, oh, well, we all know what we think about Dyer anyway. But then we're not replacing him. It's like Levy wants this to happen, like have another crumbling season. What, because now we've got an attacking manager, what, you think that we're not going to concede goals? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, to the point where just because we're on the front foot, yes, being on the front foot and the opposition not having a shot at goal is attacking football. And they always say the best form of defence is attack, but you still need to defend. At some point, you still need to defend. It is shambolic. We cannot keep going on like this with our defence. So, what's happened? Please, someone explain to me how this is, how when we literally expect something to happen with our defence, nothing happens. Every year, it's year in, year out. Like, someone's got to surely have the answer to it. Why Daniel Levy is just, he's not even trying to sort out the defence now. Um, why? Please, someone explain to me why. Because it's intriguing. I don't get it. Defending like that, defending with the defenders we've got, we're going to get ripped against Barcelona. Let's not get silly about that. We will. We'll get ripped against Barcelona. 110%. We can't sit here and say that we're going to put up a good performance against Barcelona with the defence that we've got. Like, okay, yeah, Madison, good, good deal. Like, we sorted out the goalkeeping situation. Fine, that's fine. Let's see how he does at the beginning of the season. Then we get Solomon on a free transfer, penny pinching, because Levy doesn't want to be spending the money on anything other than just free transfers. So where do we go as a football club from here? Right? If someone can explain that to me, that would be absolutely great. So now, getting on to the ticket prices. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So yeah, the ticket prices. Where do we go with the ticket prices from here? Like the ticket prices, all of a sudden have gone for normal fans have gone up to what I heard was like £100 or £103 or something like that. It's ridiculous. Like really, the ticket prices for the people that can't, who just want to go to the odd game here or there, can't afford you now. They've been outpriced by by the um by the club. So why does this happen? Why? Why is Daniel Levy putting up the prices? Okay, right. I can understand him freezing the season ticket prices, right? But then there's a cost of living crisis going on. Like, really? And you're telling me that you're expecting us to like pay out 103 quid at least for, I think if I remember rightly, it's a category C game, and you're telling me that we we've got to spend out that kind of money when there's a cost of living price going on, and then not just that, right? The food as well. Look at the food. That's probably going to go up now as well. So fans really, with the protest for the ticket prices, with the supporters trust and Mr. Daigle as well. Big up Mr. Daigle for actually sorting out something for a protest with the supporters trust. Big up Mr. Daigle for that. We can hopefully start to see some sort of an improvement now. I mean, yes, I'm not going to be in London for the protest over the weekend, unfortunately, because I'm only down for the day. But, like, realistically, if I was able to afford to spend the weekend down there, I would have gone to the protest myself. Definitely, I would have. But at the moment, it's just like ridiculous. I would love to have gone to the protest, and then the other protest against the Man United game. That's another one. Like, fair enough, but what is it? What good's it gonna do? Unless we're protesting at every home game this season. Like, it just doesn't make sense, does it? So, do we now has to go down the route of having protests every game now. Still get behind the team. Don't get me wrong. Let's still get behind the team. Let's get behind Ange. Because Ange Postecoglou needs the support. Let's not get wrong there, right? But the thing is, are we going to have to protest at every game to get this ball out? Because I've said it on Dave's channel, I think, on a few occasions where I turned around and I said we need to protest every game this season. And personally, I still agree with that. But let's do it constructively. Let's do it where we don't get any of our supporters being stupid about it and they're deciding they're going to want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Getting arrested or anything like that. Let's not go down that route and look like we're our fan base and hooligans, because they're not. There might be the odd one or two who are wanting to be a bit silly, but that's not Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and that's not the supporters who are in general a good bunch of supporters. But can we seriously go through another whole season with Daniel Levy at the helm, not bringing anybody in? Like, can we? Really? Because Daniel Levy has not really. Okay, look, I get he built something for the Champions League final, but that's nostalgia. That's whatever you want to call it. Like, do you know what I mean? So let's not get to the point where we're living on old memories. We have to push this forward, but we also have to look at what Levy's done this window and the January window, to be honest. Because this January, there wasn't really much, was there? This January, like, who did he bring in? He only brought in what's his name, Dan Juma, or whatever his name was, the one that was at Everton. I can't remember his name now. But yeah, like, do you know what? Right, at the end of the day, we can't be allowing the ball to do things like this anymore. It's ridiculous. The prices for normal fans now, right? People who are tourists, yeah, they may be able, they might not care. They might just say, "Oh, got it. They'll just fucking pay for it." And you know what I mean? So, hey, okay, cool. Let them pay for it. But the only way I think we can really hurt these people's pockets is by not paying the money for tickets and have an empty stadium there. At every home game, have an empty stadium, because it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. It doesn't sit right with me that people were saying, "Oh well, oh it's okay. We'll give it another season and see what happens. We'll put more money in Levy's pocket and see what goes down there," because that's not right. Personally, that's not right. That's just helping Levy's cause more than anything else. So obviously, do we want to be helping Levy, or do we want to get Levy out? Personally, I think if we get to the end of this window and we still haven't got two defenders, I know what people are going to start saying. They're going to say, "Well, oh, it's up. We've got until August." the 31st or September the 1st, whatever the window is for the window closing. I don't know. I mean, anyone can actually tell me when that's going to be, when the window closes, would be much appreciated. But I'll just say September the 1st, just because I don't know exactly if it's September the 1st this year, if it is August the 31st. But either way, right? Oh, we've got until September the 1st at 11 o'clock, right? By that point, we've already played games. We would have already have had defeats probably to United and whoever else we've got in between now and the end of the window. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. It is seriously poor that we have to sit around seeing the same crap at the back year in, year out. Now, in the end, it's going to be getting to the point where I say, well, do whatever you got to do to get Levy out. Personally, in the end, that's what it will come down to, and I think a lot of people who are Enoch out and Levy out are probably already saying, do whatever we've got to do to get this all out. I'm sick and tired. Year in, I'm. This is just a personal from my point of view, that I'm sick and tired of having to talk about the ball week in, week out, day in, day out. I've got sick of it. A bit like the defence. I'm sick of talking about this defence. And where do we go with this? Like, really, where do we actually go with this? Because I feel uncomfortable having to keep going into another season after season, year after year, with Dyer and Sanchez and Davis. Like, the only two that I really have, I feel anywhere near comfortable having in that back line at the moment is Destiny and Emerson and Romero. Like, they're the only ones I've got any faith in, but you still need other players to come in and actually still help out. I know that people say, well, you've got faith in 3 of the back 4, or whatever we're going to be playing at the beginning of the season. Yes, that's fine to have faith in 3 of the back 4, but I like to think that I'd like to have faith in all 4 of the back 4 or the back 3, whatever we play at the beginning of the year. Now, realistically, I don't know how it seems that people are so in denial with the defenders. I would rather have a young defender come in from the youth system, if that's what it takes, to partner Romero. Yes, okay, he'll make mistakes, but let's not get on his back. Let's just accept from a youngster it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old. It's going to happen if you have a young defender at the back trying to... Oh, hello, Tequila, bro. You're all right, my friend. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Tequila, mate. Our defence is absolute shitter than shit. That's why I'm thinking I would rather put in one of our youth academy players in there, to be honest, mate. Honestly, I would. Personally, that's what I would rather do. Mate. But hey, bro, I guess it's just what it is at times. But how are you though, mate? You good? But yeah, I mean, I was having a laugh and a joke with the missus last night, funnily enough, right? Where she's obviously turned around and said to me, "Oh, well, your communication skills, yeah, right? About that you don't communicate enough." And I turned around and said, "Yeah, well, a bit like Tottenham's defence, then, isn't it? Really?" But um, what about the kid Phillips from Blackburn? I would take anything, mate. I'll take anybody. I'd take that tequila, mate. I'd anyone but having Dyer up at the back there, right? For me personally, mm, yeah, I would definitely take that tequila, mate. I'll take it. I'll take any decent defender at the moment. I'd have an 18-year-old in there. I'd even play my 7-year old son in defence at the moment. I've got more faith in him being able to defend at the back. You know. Oh, that's all right, man. I hope you get better soon, man. I hope you're not too. Um, I hope it's not anything. I hope it's not the man flu you've come down with, mate. Oh, I'm having a laugh and a joke, but you know, nah. Seriously, I hope you feel better though, mate. Because um, no one likes to be ill at any time of the year. Oh, mate, trust me. Trust me, if I knew where my son was, right, mate, I fucking would do it as well, mate. I'd get him to lace his boots up because anyone's better than Eric Dyer at the back there, mate. Uh, oh God, okay, well that's good, man. That you're on the mend now. That's good, Tequila, man. I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. You could have always have just like have left a comment, and I would have given you my email if you ever needed to talk to Tequila, mate. Like, bro. At the end of the day, man, if you ever need to talk, I can always drop you my email at some point. Unless I know, I think I've dropped you my email. You could have emailed me, man. I'm sure I dropped you my email. Could have emailed me if you needed to talk, man. Because I'm in a good place at the moment, man. But yeah. So obviously, if you need to ever email me about anything, man, feel free to. But you know, but yeah. So what I'm probably going to do, guys, is I'm going to end it up here. I think. Yeah. Do you know what, Tequila? Right? I was actually just about to end up because I need to shoot off, but now you've said that, I'm feeling a lot better, man. I'm going down to London. Funny enough, tomorrow, but I am actually stopping off at a mate's tonight to get freshened up before I go down and meet Mrs. tomorrow. So, you know, yeah, no, I'm feeling good about it all, man. I'm glad that you can tell that I'm sounding a bit better and everything. I'm glad about that, man. But yeah, no, like I said, me and the missus, we're doing good, man. I know it's meant to be a Tottenham thing, but I've done about 28 minutes of it, so I don't mind coming off topic. No, that's the thing. Me and the missus, we are not going to that. No, don't worry about that. I'm not putting anything in Levy's pockets like that, my man. My man, don't worry about that. I am not doing that. No, I'm going down there to spend the day with her, mate, and to have a nice time. I know she doesn't know what my channel is, so I can literally say what I want on this channel. To be honest, I know obviously it might get clipped, but by one of my mates who actually might send it on to her, but it'll be by the time she gets hold of it, it'll be already happened. So now I'm gonna be taking her down to the M&M store down in London. So that's gonna be nice. So she can have something to do down there, and then we're gonna probably go somewhere like later on during the day. I'm meeting her about 12ish, but I wouldn't be taking her to the Ukraine, the Shakhtar Donetsk game. No way, mate. It's funnily enough because they planned it for the Sunday, and thankfully I'm going down there only for tomorrow, and I'll be back Saturday. So you know, no, it's not been to. Have you not? Nah, do you know what, man? Right, it's been one of these rocky ones for me, really, though, Tequila, my man. Because obviously I've had dirt thrown all over me, so so obviously that's kind of she's obviously now found out about my history because someone's decided a so-called mate of mine had thrown dirt all over me to her, but she's obviously not care. She doesn't care about it. She said she just wants to start fresh again. So we're still talking, we're still communicating, we're still doing the same things up to a point that we were doing before. So it's nice, man. And trust me, right? She she's been my rock, even though yes, we are going through a little blip at the moment, but I am gonna have to. I've got a lot of making up to do, mate. I've got a lot of making up to do to her, mate. Trust me. And yeah, no, do you know what, right? We're not really talking too much. Me and this other person, we ain't really talking too much. I mean, surprise, surprise, he is a bit of a bubble blower, isn't he, after all? Being a bubble blower, I suppose you do try and wreck things for people. But no, we're not. I'm not. I don't class him as a mate. I've got a lot of dirt on him. He's obviously done a lot. So, oh, hello, Rob. Okay, no, that's cool, Rob. But yeah, I was just saying to Tequila that I'm going down to London tomorrow. That we're I'm down into London tomorrow, so I will not actually be doing a video. So that's why I'm doing one now. To do things tomorrow, but because I'm down with my missus tomorrow, but I'm actually leaving today to stay over at a mate's, Rob. So that's why I am actually doing a video today about Tottenham and how much mess. Like you've probably heard the best part of it anyway. So just literally having a little conversation about just what's happening over the weekend. Really, I'll be back Saturday, so that will be something that can that can that. So I probably will be doing a video after the Shakhtar game. Funnily enough, let's just get that right, guys. I'm actually getting the train down to my mate who lives in Wolverhampton, and then from there I'm staying over hers for the night. And then after that, I'm going from there tomorrow morning because I've got to be in Victoria for 12ish. So that's going to be interesting to see if she even turns up on time. Because her timekeeping is non-existent apparently. So yeah, that's going to be kind of interesting to see if she actually gets there for 12 or if she's going to leave me waiting. Or she might get there early, for all I know. And I might, because I've got to get the train into Victoria. So that's going to be where I stand with that. But mate, I'm not even, mate. I don't have a Game Boy anymore, and I don't have a Switch, but I've got my phone, so I'll be charging that up tonight. at my mates, and then I'm going to be using these to start banging out music with whilst I'm waiting for her, because her timekeeping is apparently atrocious. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to waiting around, but hopefully she decides she's going to get there nice and early, and I'll be the one that's having to um, switch up. But from Wolverhampton, it's only a 2-hour journey anyway, so that you know. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. So you know, being 32 in November, I need to kind of settle down now. And yeah, she's got 2 kids. Now I don't mind telling you all this, because it's not like it's yeah. See, so and I think she wouldn't mind me telling. She wants me to open up to her and everybody else a bit more. So if I'm gonna do that, I might as well be transparent with everybody. Do you know what I mean? So no, like she's got 2 kids of her own. Um, you know, yeah. I mean, 32 in November. Well, funny enough, she only turns 35 in February, so I'll have to get down to see her on either that weekend or on her birthday, because I preferably would like to spend the day with her on her birthday and take her somewhere nice, give her a little treat, So hopefully, like, I mean, if you or Robert, both, either of you two have got any ideas of where else I can take her, like for tomorrow, would be a bit handy, because I've only really thought of the big M&M store in Central. So obviously, if you've got any other ideas that you want to hit out to me, guys, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll see what I can try and do, especially on a tight budget. Like, obviously, I'm not going to go into personal details of how much my budget's going to be, but obviously that's private between me and the missus. But if you've got any ideas of what I can potentially do, no idea. You got no idea. Oh God, what? So what? So Tequila, do you live just outside of London now, then, mate? Or and Rob, have you got any ideas, mate? I mean, I know you're eating lunch, mate, but if you've got any ideas, it would be helpful if you could actually probably come in with an idea or two if you can. Would be great, mate. Because I've been out of London now for what? Not as long as you, but I've been out of London for about 5 years. Oh, Bedfordshire. Okay. Okay, Tequila. That's not too far. It's about, yeah, I'd say about 40 miles, mate. Like, yeah, I hear that, bro. But obviously, looks like Rob's not got any ideas, and he's like, nope, I'm just leaving you to it. So, but yeah, I mean, like, I was thinking of doing the London Eye, but it's going to cost 90 quid for the 2 of us, and that's kind of darn expensive, personally. Um, oh, what? You can actually get a train to Victoria, can you? Because I know, mate, I haven't got the bank balance for it, mate. Like, well, I have, but I've already thought out, because what I'm wearing here today is what I'm wearing tomorrow, and that's already set me back 30 quid. Then I've got to get the train tickets down to Victoria tonight. Well, midnight tonight. So me and my mate, they're gonna. She's gonna help me with getting that sorted out tonight because I'm staying at hers. Um, but yeah, like, so I don't know what my bank balance is going to be like by the end of the weekend, mate. I'm scared a little bit to find out what it could end up. But do you know what? She's actually an easy person to buy for. Like, the only thing is though, she likes a lot of black roses. Like, unfortunately, the bank balance doesn't actually fit the price. So obviously that's out of the question. I mean, I could get her some coconut chocolate because she does like coconut chocolate. Also going out, I'm looking to go to Weatherspoons and getting a meal inside her. Um, yeah, we're good to choose, mate. Where am I going to get one from, bro? Where am I going to get one? At this time, I've looked all over, but she, because the only reason why she likes black roses is because, like, even if they're real, like, she doesn't care. But if I went with an artificial red rose, it's because she's got hay fever and like it would make her sneeze all the time. So I don't think that would be a good idea. But I mean, if I get an artificial red rose for her though, she might like that. But I don't know, man. Like, maybe I'll even get her on the channel one day to introduce you guys to her at some point. Like, mate, that'll obviously be at some point. I might even, with maybe a bit of luck, I might even um, at some point get a few photos and I'll have them saved as my screensaver tomorrow. But hey, you never know. But obviously, yeah, see, that's the thing. So that's why I'm thinking I might just have to go for an artificial rose and an artificial red rose and just play my cards right with that, and then maybe get her something like a big bounty, like them coconut kind, like coconut chocolates. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. At some point, I'll have to see if she'll jump on at some point. Like, I, she's she's quite nervous sometimes, but I'll have to talk to her about it. But oh, bounty's a good shout. Yeah, yeah, didn't think of it. Didn't think of bounty, but yeah, I was thinking of that to be honest. But yeah, no, she's quite nervous. But obviously I know what this community is like. You'd make her feel like at home anyway. But obviously, um, obviously I'd have to try and convince her to, mate, first, and then like maybe we'll do a Q&A where you can ask us questions, and maybe we can probably get round to doing it. I can do a Q&A with her and you can ask us. Obviously, don't go asking us questions like, oh, well, have you slept together or anything yet? Because that would just make it awkward for everybody. But, you know, it'd be nice to have her on to get her on for a Q&A at some point. And that's the thing, I'd be more than willing to. It's just obviously, would she feel comfortable in front of the camera? Like, I mean, FaceTiming me is different. Do you know what I mean? Mate, trust me. Do you know what that? I would say big. Like I would, if because I mean, if I felt comfortable enough giving her a Facebook, I'd tell you it now, mate. But I won't, obviously, because I've got to ask for her permission. But I mean, that I wouldn't do that to her. It's her personal. Um, It's her personal profile, so I wouldn't go and do that to her just because she might start getting hit on by anybody. But no, that I mean, maybe we can get her on. Maybe I can try and convince her to come on at some point. Get her to meet you lot. Obviously, I wouldn't do it tomorrow because that's just our day, obviously. But like maybe once, yeah, definitely. That's why I'd have to ask for permission to give out her Facebook. I mean, if you, it's kind of not that hard because if you went through my friends, it's like I've only got a few females on there, and it's kind of not hard because I kind of blatantly put it out there on Facebook. So if you was to go through my Facebook and go through my Facebook and added me as a friend, if you've got Facebook, and then you'd find her quite quite quickly, quite easily. It wouldn't be hard to try and find her, but I wouldn't advise. I mean, I wouldn't advise you to do that going through my Facebook just to try and find her. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, that it's both mine and her profile. Uh, our profiles are obviously not on private, but they are our private accounts. So I wouldn't. Yeah, I probably wouldn't advise that. But you know, if you ever, if I could ever get her to come on at some point, I mean, I know you guys would make her welcome. You know. Yeah. See. Yeah. See. So like, yeah. So I don't, I wouldn't give out my profile anyway, as it stands, and I certainly wouldn't give her profile out. Do you know what I mean? And I get that, Tequila man. Like, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I'm comfortable about it, Tequila mate. I'm willing. I've said to her, I'm willing to show her off to the world. Like, I feel 100% comfortable with her being on live. Do you know what I mean? Like, what I might even do is at some point during next year, I might even do like have this as my main channel, and then I'll set up another account where then you can follow me with a vlog. So then I'll be going out and doing things, and so you get more of an in depth, and then maybe you might just get a glimpse of her on a vlog channel, and then maybe if she feels comfortable enough to actually come on camera doing it like that, first of all, maybe that might be the way to get her on. But I'm not. Obviously, I feel like I said, I feel comfortable about having her on the channel. Like me personally, that's my missus. I feel comfortable. I trust her 110%. She ain't one to go out and cheat. So I know that if anyone was to try and hit on her, I'd be like, you know, yeah, like I know that she would just batter it away anyway. So obviously, like that's what I'm thinking. Tequila might have to start a second channel up and get a vlog channel side, and then maybe when it gets nearer to Christmas, I might start doing that, and then like I can also then to get her comfortable in front of the camera with me, kind of thing. Like obviously, I wouldn't get her kids involved, no way, because they're her kids. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've always trusted her. The only person I've not trusted her against is the person that's obviously thrown dirt on me. But that's not because I don't trust her. It's because I know what he's like, and that's the kind of thing that I don't trust. But like, I trust her around any other guy, just apart from one person. That one person, like she can go to a nightclub whenever she fancies, and I know she will not do nothing because I know she's coming back to me at the end of the day. Like, yeah, she lives in Brighton, so there's got to be that trust there, mate. Do you know what I mean? She lives in Brighton, so obviously that is how it goes, mate. You know, so I've got to trust her. But I mean, obviously, because I've not told her a lot of things, because I was trying to protect her, and then all this has all now come out where the dirt, I've had dirt thrown all my past has been thrown out there by this person. And the funny thing was, I was going to have this person on my channel as well. Luckily, I haven't had him on my channel, but I would have had him on this channel. But I can't trust him to even not even. That's why I put the video out the other day, and I've obviously explained why I've not been feeling too good, and that's why I had the police up here the other night. But saying that, that's a video that hasn't really done as well as I thought it would have. But I do support the people that have actually watched and liked that video, because people like that, they've got a lot of things, man. Yeah, yeah, and he's a West Ham fan, but I mean, like, do you know what? I've turned around, and that's why I said on the last video that I did was because I know a lot of people don't know who he is, but the one person who does know who he is, I kind of like said, like, look, don't give this guy any hate, because I don't need it. He doesn't need it. She doesn't. My missus don't need it. She don't need it. You know, at the end of the day, I'm dealing with him the way that I'm dealing with him, because you don't go talking to my missus and expect me to just accept that. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, yeah, you're right. I have dodged the bullet there, and he will not ever be featured on this channel ever. And if he even asked to try and come on this channel now, I wouldn't be allowing it, because he's done me. He could have lost me. He could have lost me. How I would class it as my whole world, because that's what she is to me. She's my world. I couldn't bear the thought of not having her by my side. So obviously, I'm lucky that he's not been on the channel, because if he had been on the channel, that he was actually expected to be on the channel on the day we played the friendly against West Ham. He was meant to be on the channel the day before. And obviously he was meant to be on, but he wasn't. So luckily, there's obviously that kind of shit that's had to go, that has gone south with us two. And he's jealous. That's what it is. He's jealous because he thinks that he's done it to me before, where I've lost partners with it over him before, but I thought it was just something that was going to be just a one-off thing. But now that I've realised it's not a one-off thing, I have dodged a bullet not having him on this channel, because I know what would have happened if you would have all have gone on. If you had found it out now, you would have gone back on that channel and you would have slated him, because that's wrong for him to do what he's done to me. But obviously, thankfully, that hasn't happened, and you know it hasn't gone like that. But it could have easily turned. Everyone would have turned on him, and you would have all supported him. And I know you would have. But thankfully, it hasn't come to that, and he will never be featured on this channel now. Whereas, obviously, I think you remember Corey. I'm not sure if you've seen any of the videos with me and Corey together. And that's how I'll give you a brief insight of how I met. I met her through Corey, basically, who actually will be returning to this channel. He has been busy. By the way, I've just got to put that out there. He is coming back. He's back for the whole season, like I am this year. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. So you know who Corey is, then, yeah. Well, it's actually his best mate who I'm actually dating, who's his best mate of 20 years. He, it's like, yeah. And do you know what? He's coming back right at the beginning of uh, right at the beginning of the season after the Brentford game. He will be making his return. Hopefully, fingers crossed. As long as obviously I can't go too much into details with what's going on with his life at the moment, but he'll be coming back. And like I was saying, it's his best mate of 20 years that he's known for 20 years, and that's he put me in contact with her. She kind of had feelings for me straight from the get-go, and it was kind of like she already wanted to try and get with me, but she had somebody else. So I had to hold up for a bit for her to get rid of the other guy before I actually jumped into a relationship with me. So obviously that's happened now quite clearly. She's obviously got rid of the other guy. She's obviously now with me, and then it's nice because now we're, I would say, officially, unofficially, whichever way you want to put it, we are together because we're talking on a level where it's with before before it ended as a bit weird on over the weekend. This weekend just gone, it was with I love yous and everything. So it depends on how you kind of want to approach that. If you would class that as being official or not, I mean, that's however you perceive it. But to me and her, we kind of like just gonna see if it will be official. But I can't see why it won't. Personally, I think I'll obviously update everybody about. I'll obviously update everybody on it about after the game on Sunday. I will be doing a stream after the game on Sunday. Corey won't be, but he will be, like I said, on for the first game of the season, back working as a um, as a duo. Yeah, yeah. I I know what I've got to do. I've literally she told me what I need to do, and that's what I've got to do. And if I can do that, I'll be perfectly fine. So it's going to be interesting. But what I will do is I will keep you updated, Tequila. Uh, obviously, I will. After 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 the Shakhtar game, I will be going live anyway. Not straight after, but I will be going live after the Shakhtar game, and I will obviously give you an update on what's happened and obviously everything like that. So that will be something I will keep you informed with, definitely. But like I said with Corey, he's having a bit of a rocky time at the moment. Let's put it like that. His life is up in the air. I speak to Corey every day, so I know why Corey's not been on. Because I know there have probably been people that have been thinking, well, why is Corey not been on? Why is it just Ryan? Why is Corey not with Ryan? And the reason is in layman's terms, he's up and down at the moment with his life, but he is getting back to how he should be. So that's a good thing. So he will, like I said, he will be coming back up um, at the beginning of the season. He's already promised me that we're going through. Yeah, definitely. Of course, mate. Obviously, I'll let you know. and I'll obviously keep everyone updated with you two updated with it. But obviously with Corey being Corey, he he obviously um oh no, trust me, right? Me and Corey, we're back on it all year from the beginning to the end of the season. It's just because obviously me and Corey we've had it a bit rocky with our lives. I mean, not together. Me and Corey together, we're fine. There's never been a serious problem with me and Corey. We have always, if anything, I've been there quite a bit too supporting, especially at the back end of last season and then the beginning of even when close season has been there. I've still been there to support the bloke, and he's been there for me. So obviously he will be coming back, and we are going to be just as good as we were um, at the back end of last season. So we're getting there, and we are talking every day in the back offline, obviously, where we always keep in contact with each other. So if anyone says, "Well, why has Ryan and Corey not done anything?" you can always just turn around and say to them, "Look, if people do ask, because why is Corey in and Ryan's not? I thought they were working together." You can just turn around and say to them, "Look, right, they're back together at the beginning of the new season. All that needs to be said. There's nothing more that needs to be said because we're going to be back here. Me and Corey, we haven't we haven't really discussed how far this channel can go at the moment because it's like me and Corey are just doing. We've got to obviously get our lives intact first. I mean, maybe because I meant once I've yeah, because that's the other thing, mate. Obviously, me and Corey you might even get a video with me and Corey, funny enough, because I'll be going down to Brighton, funny enough, at the beginning of September. So that's obviously to go and see the missus, but also to spend a couple of days with Corey. So what we might even do is instead of having a double two of us on two different screens, because I'll be more likely staying at his for the weekend, funny enough. We might actually even get a video that weekend on my phone, so you'll probably get two of us in the same room at exactly the same time. Finally, saying that though, it's going to feel a bit weird because it will be the first time I actually meet him as well. So, like, all right, yeah, we talk every day, like over the phone, and okay, we stream together, right? But this is going to be the first time I actually go down there and stay at his and actually meet him in person. So that's going to be that's quite exciting to be honest, to see how that's going to go. Oh yeah, we get on well. Yeah, yeah, like it's just it's gonna feel a bit weird because I've never met him, and I'm meeting my missus before I meet him. Like, bro, it's gonna feel a bit weird. Like, but you know, maybe I'll even vlog when I'm down there. I might start the channel up earlier and actually vlog and get Corey in and probably vlog around Brighton. Me, him, Mrs. I don't know if Mrs. will want to get involved in that part of it. If she does, then hey, fair play to her. But otherwise, I'll be vlogging, and I'm hopefully gonna get a new email set up for the vlog channel. But I'll let you know. Yeah, see, so that's what I'm saying. So like, I can also vlog the trip down there as well. So you know, mm, and then maybe I can probably get you and Rob over there for hopefully. Well, I don't know if you'll be wanting to sub to that to that channel, and I'll have to the vlog channel. There'll probably be more of um an everyday well, not every day, but every couple of days, and then like obviously like the Tottenham videos will always be main priority anyway, but like that will also in the background start as a that will just be like I won't even I want it to be separate, but at the same time I also don't, so then I can like build up a following on that account as well, so it works both ways. So hopefully I can get that new email sorted, and that, but I won't. Even if I did get a new email set up for tomorrow, I wouldn't be vlogging tomorrow anyway. There'd be no way I would start that vlog channel up tomorrow anyway, because I've got too much going on. I need to sort things out with me and the missus. We need to obviously do things to ourselves and have some sort of a private life. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, fingers crossed that we'll yeah. No, thanks, man. Like obviously, I'm not going to start focusing on anything until after I've left her anyway, to get back to my mate on um tomorrow evening. So after tomorrow evening, I can then start shifting focuses here, there, and everywhere. Do you know what I mean? So once that's happened, then I've got her on side. A bit unlike Richardson, where he's offside. As long as I can have her on side, she's content and want to be with me even after tomorrow, then I've got that I've got shit locked down at that point, and then it's just not needing to worry about what she is doing all the time, and obviously I can then worry about as long as you're not offside as much as Richie. Oh, do you know what? I'm always onside, mate. I'm not that Richie. I'm onside all the time, mate. I know how far to push things, and I'm not stupid to turn around and say, yeah, well, play myself offside just for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? So I ain't gonna be like that. Maybe tomorrow we even have our first kiss. Maybe, I don't know, but she wants to go with the flow. Obviously, she knows what she wants. She's already turned around and said to me she wants to be with me, and that's up to now. Even after this blip, she still wants to be with me. So I've kind of looked at it like, if we can push through something like this, then tomorrow's going to be a walk in the park, man. Like literally. And the thing is, she knows all about me now, but I still don't know enough about her. So yeah, I'm gonna be cool with it, mate. I'm just gonna go on the wave of adrenaline, you know. But yeah, so hopefully that'll be a good thing to deal with. But you know what, right, Tequila, it's been nice having a conversation about Tottenham with you, and obviously what's been going on in my personal life. I'm surprised I've actually been able to open up to you about it, to be honest, because like she says, me with my communication is as good as Tottenham's defence at the moment. So surprise, I've actually been able to open up to you about this and all that. But look, I'm gonna have to shoot off, Tequila, mate. Um, do you know what? I will keep you updated with everything. I will go live after the game on Sunday. Um, is that on TV by any chance? Just before I go, Tequila, is the game actually is the um is the game going to be on TV, or is it going to or am I going to have to stream the game just before I go? Because obviously I just wanted to know, and then I'm going to shoot it off. If you can quickly let me know, I can then. Oh, okay, all right, mate. No, that's cool then, mate. All right, Tequila. Well, if I'll have to just catch up with it. That's 45 quid though. Yeah, no, I'll just catch it through a thing through his goal or something like that. It's easy. I'll just catch up with the game on it there. But that's all good. All right, Tequila. Look, mate. I'll keep you updated with everything, and I will speak to you guys all on Sunday after the game. Right? Leaving you the twos, we the ones. Peace. All the best, mate.